Takes to the sky like a bird in flight, and who will be her lover? All your life you've never seen a woman taken by the wind. Would you stay if she promised you heaven? Will you ever win?
Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today we are giving my horse Dita a bath. So to start, I'm just going to wet down her entire body. I do use warm water, and it is warm outside, but I still use warm water just to keep her as comfortable as possible. She doesn't hate baths, she also doesn't love them, so I also try to do everything pretty quickly. So once I am done rinsing her off, I'm going to grab some shampoo, and I like to put it into a bucket with water, and then I grab a glove or a sponge and I just start scrubbing her down. One thing that is kind of funny is I don't bath my horse often enough to actually go out and buy horse shampoo, so I do just use whatever human shampoo I have, which I don't know if you're really supposed to do that or not, but it's more convenient and cheaper, and it also smells really good. This is actually I'm using Function of Beauty shampoo, and it's peach flavored, so yeah, it works. Once her whole body is as lathered as possible, I just grab the hose again and I hose her down. I make sure that I get all of the soap. You really don't want to leave any soap on your horse's body after you're done, because when it dries, it really dries out their skin, and that would be really itchy and uncomfortable. So I make sure that I rinse her really thoroughly. She does this every time I hose her. The chiropractor actually says it's really good though, so thanks, Dita. For her mane, this is actually pretty funny too. I like to use purple shampoo, and if you have a horse with a white mane and tail, I definitely recommend doing this because it makes their mane and tail just glistening white. Dita actually, her mane and tail are not perfectly white. If you probably haven't noticed, they actually have a lot of black and orange hairs to them, so that's really annoying, but this makes it as white as possible. So she's all lathered up there. Make sure to do it as thoroughly as possible. Once she's done with that, I just grab the hose again and I just rinse it out. And after washing their mane, you definitely kind of have to rinse their whole body again, but it's annoying, but you have to do it because you don't want soap to stay on your horse while they dry, so just gotta live with it. So once I'm done with her mane and rinsing her off, I'm going on to the tail. So again, I just rinse it off as thoroughly as possible. You can really see here how brown and black her tail is. Really annoys me. But anyways, I'm just grabbing the bucket of soapy water that I used for her body, and I like to kind of just get as much use out of it as possible. So I put her whole tail into it and I just stir it around in there once. Yeah. I'm just gonna rinse off her tail. So that's one wash of her tail. Of course, she's going to move and make me move the camera. Once I'm done rinsing it off, I'm going to grab my purple shampoo again. I'm just going to squirt that all up her tail. And I just got this from Shoppers, and I use it on myself. So yeah, I understand, Dita. I have blonde hair. We all got our needs. So I'm just scrubbing that around in my hands as much as possible, getting every little strand. Making sure I get up at the base on her tailbone as well, because it can get dirty up there too. And then we're just rinsing it off. So that was her second wash of the tail. And then I'm just going to grab my purple shampoo again and go on to a third wash of the tail. This might seem a little bit excessive to people, but I just want to mention that I rarely bath my horse. I don't do it often at all. Probably she won't get bathed until next summer after this. So when I do bath her, I like to do it as thoroughly as possible so it actually looks like I bathed her. And also barrel racing, you're not judged on your appearance. However, I do like to make a good impression, and yeah, she does have white, so it's very obvious when her tail is really dirty. But yeah, a horse does have natural oils that you shouldn't strip too often, so I definitely don't bath my horse very often at all. So once I'm done scrubbing it in for the last time, I'm just gonna rinse it all off. One thing I do want to mention, make sure you get underneath your horse's tail, because especially if the soap stays there and dries, can you imagine how uncomfortable that would be, not being able to get that out? Like, can you talk about itchy? And that's probably not good for your horse's skin. So definitely make sure you get all the nooks and crannies. Rinsing off is definitely the most important part of bathing, in my opinion, because you really don't want to dry your horse out and make them uncomfortable in any way. So once I'm done that, I'm just gonna wring out my horse's tail, and then I'm gonna go on to conditioner. So again, I am using Function of Beauty. And I'm just gonna squirt this all through her tail. You can really tell the color of it here. It's not white. Once I'm done lathering it through her tail, I'm just going to rinse it off. By now, her tail feels really silky. Conditioner on a horse's tail, I think, is pretty important. I also use human shampoo and conditioner on my dog, which is interesting. Why buy more things than you need? So once she's all clean and rinsed off, I'm going to use this Magic Sheen hair polish. I'm just going to squirt this, focusing mainly on the mane and tail, but I'm also going to just put it over her body, just again because I don't bath her too often, so I like to make it as productive as possible, so she gets really silky and glistening when I put it all over her body, and then her tail as well. Once I'm done squirting my detangler / show sheen type thing on her, I'm just going to gently brush out her mane so that it makes it easier once it's dry to do whatever I want to do, if I want to braid it or whatever. By now she's getting a little impatient, but we're almost done, so she'll live. Once I'm done that, I'm just going to go on to also brushing her tail. So with her tail, I like to start at the ends and work my way up. And after putting the conditioner in and the detangler, it's honestly not very hard to brush it all. So definitely those are good steps to take. Save you some time and ripping out your horse's tail. I saw someone on Instagram do this and I thought it looked cool, so I thought I'd try it with my horse. I don't know if it does or not, but whatever. So Dita's pretty much done. I do let her dry in the sun, and sometimes I'll braid her tail and put it in a tail bag. Other than that, she usually just goes right back out into the field. She's not a show horse, but anyways, yeah, so there she is drying off. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.